Hey everybody, thanks so much for joining us today. This is going to be the first episode of the Boss Lady Chronicles. I'm sitting today with Kellie. Hello. How you doing today?
I'm good.
Oh, that's
I'm
awesome.
good.
You've done creative writing in the
Ah,
past too.
yes, that's how
It's
it
not
started
just
with me.
journalism, it's
6
also
years old.
creative. Yeah.
You know, you want to know something I don't say out loud, and I'm going to say it to you?
Geek out on me. Come on. I know. I already know.
I should have never gone into journalism.
Mm.
I'm good at it.
Mm-hmm.
Ask anybody who's read my work. I'm good at it. But I've never really been consistently, I've been a dabbler, I've been a dilettante, I've been that person that, I'll skate on the outside of things because I didn't really want to commit to it because it never committed to me. What I really want to do is write creatively.
Okay.
And I chose, and this is going to make you laugh, I chose journalism at 20 years old because I thought it brought together perfectly my right brain, willingness to do business and to think about things in a business like, corporate way, and then my left brain ability to be creative. I thought it brought them both together in this perfect way, and I'd be able to, have this success and make lots of money and make a name for myself. That never happened. It never really happened in the way that I envisioned it when I was in school. I should have never done that. I should have had the courage to just stick with my creative writing and figured out a right brain way to promote myself, and really committed to that, because there's a huge part of me that believes that I've wasted the better part of the last 30 years trying to be some big journalist. It's not for me. The way that it's changed so much.
Life is a progression, yeah.
I guess it's not worth it to have any real regrets, because I learned so much. But journalism has changed, so not an evolution either, a devolution. The content is so much. I mean, you look at newspapers like Trenton's newspapers. Social media.
Been so
Everything is yes.
The
Trentonian used to be a reputable newspaper back when it started. I think the Trentonian started maybe 11 or 12 years before I was born. And by the time I got into college, you could already see it going down. The Trenton Times the Trenton Times was an award-winning paper. The Trenton Times was known all over the country. Now you pick it up and it's like, it's this. This is the Trenton Times. So I just want to, not that the journalist in me will ever go away, because you came to Jersey Fresh Jam. You saw what I wrote.
Oh yeah, that was great.
Day.
That was great.
That was me in journalism mode. That's really what I want to do.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can definitely link to it because it was so fun, and I wanted to convey and relay some of the fun that I was having, and my love of hip hop and hip hop culture, my love of Trenton, my love of some of those people that were on stage. My stepbrother DJ,
and he
his
did
little
his
high parts.
He did his thing. Yes,
he did his, and he's about to leave for Texas. He's going to be there for 2 years, and it was just the perfect way for him to say goodbye to Trenton for a while. That's the kind of stuff that I want to do journalism-wise. Not have somebody give me an assignment to go and interview someone because they own a business, only because they own a business, and not really talk about who that person is, what their Trenton story is. Of course, they want all of that stuff, but the reason that they're publishing it is because they're in business with
each other.
And eventually somebody from the sales office of this newspaper is going to hit them up for advertising. That's all that is. Exactly. That has nothing to do with me as a journalist. I don't care about that. I mean, maybe if we had more of a community of business people, and our business community was more positive than it is, and not so corporate and all these vultures coming in from out of town, maybe that might be more fun. Maybe, I don't know. Yeah. But as it stands now, journalism is dead. It bores me and
in the water.
Yeah.
In the water.
In the water, and it's choking.
Yeah, it's grasping for air. Yeah. So the last thing I want to kind of touch on today with you is the Mimi moment. And I feel like this is also a good segue into it too, because Jersey Fresh was right after, pretty much she passed away. And again, this is.
She would have had fun this year too.
Oh, she would.
She would have had so much fun.
I felt her. I felt her the whole time.
Yeah.
So I just wanted to talk to you. So Mimi's whole idea of this Boss Lady Chronicle is showing like just boss lady. So what I just, and every time I think about her, I have so many memories, but I wanted to talk to other people about what their memories were. So one of the memories I wanted to talk about with you was like what stood out with you as like that's her. Mimi right there all day.
I had met her a few times before this happened, but I was at Champs. I was in someone's apartment upstairs, and Mimi lived across the hall from this person. And Nikki, who was in like 4 or 5 bands, she's probably still in 4 or 5 bands, had invited a band from South America to come up here. And they were staying at Champs in the upstairs area. They spoke very little English. And the English that they did speak was really kind of cracked, broken accent.
This
So
totally
it was really
sounds like the upstairs of Champs. I can see all of this happening.
It's a very
upstairs of Champs. Okay,
yeah. But they were still the nicest, sweetest, friendliest guys. And Nikki had just come from a band practice where she wasn't happy with anything that was happening. And she wanted to have a band meeting, like an urgent band meeting. And she was pissed. She was pissed off to the highest festivity. She was pissed. And she asked Mimi if Mimi would take care of these guys, sit with them, visit with them, talk with them, keep them company and occupied, while Nikki was screaming at her bandmates. So here comes Mimi with 4 Latin American dudes in tow. She had the fro going. She had the glasses going. I think she may have even been wearing a feather boa.
It all sounds accurate. Yes. Yes.
And she knocked on the door, and they come in, and we're laughing. She introduces all the guys. I mean, these are guys that in every 30 seconds they would break out in song. And we would all start dancing. This went on for an hour while Nikki was screaming at her bandmates. And it was then that I understood who Mimi was.
Right.
We had met a few times. She was always friendly to me, always nice, but she became my friend that night. Because she kept grabbing hold of me like, girl, I'm exhausted. I have so much to do, but I promised Nikki that I would do this for her.
Yeah.
And Mimi!
Yeah.
It was so fun. It showed how generous she is, first of all. Mm-hmm. How open she is, how willing she is to help. Even though she had a whole bunch of stuff to do, as we all, I mean, this was a Saturday. Right. She was probably getting ready to go out, probably meeting somebody somewhere.
Yeah.
But that was my formal introduction to Mimi. And every time after that, she would hug me, kiss me. I love you. How are you? How's your mother? How's everything going?
Yeah.
And really look you in the eye and want to really know the truth.
Yeah.
And if I said, oh, I'm okay, and I wasn't, she'd be like, that's a lie.
That's a lie. Yeah. She would call that out.
That's a lie. Tell me the truth.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That was her. That was Mimi. I'm gonna miss her.
So this, as always, everything that comes from this channel, from Boss Lady Chronicles, every person that I talk to, every time that I sit down and just talk on one-on-one, all of this is for her. This is Mimi's baby. And we were so close to it all coming to fruition, for everything to happen the way that it did, and it couldn't stop. We couldn't stop it. So I can't, like I said before, I can't do it like her, but we're going to do something. And again, look, y'all, this is the other thing too. We are in the midst of a pandemic. There is still a pandemic happening. I'm comfortable with Kellie coming here. And we're vaccinated. I mask up for not only my protection, but just like the community in general, whether you can get it from not wearing a mask or you're spreading it, doesn't matter. Just put the damn mask on, get the damn shot. It ain't that big of a deal. But that being said, I may not always have someone here that I can talk to. I'll try to figure out the technology of the computer and do like the whole split screen thing. If I can figure that out, we'll do that. But thank you all so much for checking in, tuning in. I'll have another video in a week. Fingers crossed. And again, it may just be me sitting and just talking and giving updates. If anybody wants to reach out and talk to me and just like share some Mimi moments, that would be awesome. I'd love to have some more boss ladies on, but at this point, just because we want to keep her memory alive, anybody that wants to chat, send an article, upload your own video to go along with this, hop on in, let me know. And I love y'all. Thank you so much. Kellie, thank you so much for being with me today.
My pleasure.
All right, guys, have a great one.